Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everybody. Tomorrow, Saturday, December 7th, we are starting our 12 days of Christmas. If you look at the calendar, starting tomorrow, we are open 12 days until we'll be open Christmas Eve. If it falls on that day, I think it does. But what we're doing, every day we're open, we're going to have something a little different, something special for everyone. I've been traveling around town and gathering up old bottles of old batches. So we'll release some of those on different days. You can kind of compare to the new batches, how things have changed. I found some real old dusty ones in some out-of-the-way shops. So those are interesting. I even have some batch 1 of Writer's Block, which is wild to me that that's still out there. So that'll be in the shop again. Have some like deals on like shirts, free glasses, stuff like that. But the first one, Saturday, tomorrow, we are releasing our newest. I said we weren't doing any new spirits for a minute, and then I changed my mind. But we are doing the newest experimental series with Barley's this time. This is a double IPA I got from Angelo in the middle of the pandemic. And we distilled it. And it took a while to come around. The first year or so, I was not into it at all. Hops can get kind of interesting, kind of weird when you're distilling them. But it finally turned around. We decided it was ready to be released. This is coming in at cask strength, 115 proof. There are only 93 or 97, a couple of them are sold. There's 93, we'll say that. But that's it for this batch. When they're gone, they're gone. Never happening again. The mash bill on it is pale and Pilsner malts and a little bit of oats. And then for hops, you got Simcoe, Columbus, and then Idaho 7. Taste-wise, it drinks a lot like a Highland single malt. I think Highland. Reminds me of kind of like Glenfiddich. A little more body than like Glenlivet's, but then on top of that you have the hops, and when you distill the hops you lose all the bitterness, but you get those big juicy flavors. So it's got some like pineapple and pear going on, and then the underlying malts have a nice honeyed note to them. So I believe it's about 3 years old in an ex-rum barrel, and again, when it's gone, it's gone. So if you want to get something different, something special for the whiskey fan in your life, this is a really cool release. I don't have any other beer whiskeys laid down, so that's going to be it for the foreseeable future. I'm sure we'll do more at some point. I still have a little bit of the Brewdog Blueberry IPA. That's running low. We did a lot of that. They brought me like a whole truck of beer. If you've been in the shop, I've told you all about that. But yeah. 12 days of Christmas. Come in. We'll be open normal hours. Pretty much the whole month, I think. I might extend the hours a little bit. But, yeah. Come say hi. Pick up some cool stuff. Wrap up your shopping. Batch 2, if I didn't already tell you, if you didn't get the memo. Death Before Decaf. Batch 2 is out. I tweaked it. Slightly more sugar. It's still way, way, way below the next closest thing on the market, which is like Mr. Black, and it's still like a third of the amount of sugar they use. But I wanted a little bit more, and it really just adds some body to it. And then I tweaked the infusion times a bit too, so it's a little more rounded on the mouthfeel, less of like less bitterness. But yeah, it still drinks like cold brew. It's fantastic. Sling and Stone, we're working our way through batch 1 of that still. We'll start working on batch 2 very soon. That's all I got for you today. Hope to see you. Stay safe out there. And yeah, happy holidays. Ciao.